Good morning, good morning, good morning. Everybody come on in because guess what? It is time for the Own Your Now show and it is Wellness Monday. I'm so excited because we have some great guests on today. We got Dr. Stacy, Nakia Peebles, and we have Precious Simone. Good morning, Yolanda. How are you today?
I am fantastic, Tracy. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, owners. It's Monday. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I know I did because I got to celebrate my birthday all the way through the weekend. So it's just time for me to act right and let
It's
someone else celebrate their birthdays too. But it's still Scorpio season.
It will still be, it is Scorpio season, but it's also the holiday season. And so we have so much to talk about with it being Wellness Monday. I'm asking everybody what's in their cup. I see that Laura is with us this morning. Good morning, Laura. Good morning, Sharon. Good morning, Karen and Kyra and Candace and Bernice. What is in your cups, ladies? Tell us because we got some tea for you. We got some powerful women that are definitely going to pour into your cups. So let us know what's in your cups right now as we prepare for our meditation song of the day. We thought it would be cool for us to just kind of just jump right in with meditation first, because when we
Yes.
jump right in with meditation first, we feel our thirst. Okay. So I see that Sharon says warm ginger. How about that, yo? Could you drink that warm ginger?
Warm vinegar.
Warm vinegar. That's what it is. Warm vinegar. I don't know
Oh,
how.
I could. I could. I might try it and then I'll let you know for sure.
It's good for you. It's good for you. Candace says she's drinking that STL water. You know, Shamim got us on that STL. We have good water. We really do. You have your water with lemons.
Yes.
Happy Monday, Kate. So everybody's telling us what they're drinking as we get started with our meditation song of the day. I said I wanted to start out with this, Yolanda, because number one is Wellness Monday.
Hmm.
We got Dr. Stacy in the house. We got Precious Simone in the house. We're all about centering ourselves. We're going to pray. We're going to meditate. We're going to do all of that. But I thought that it would be cool to have a song that is just for us. So later on, this past weekend, we were talking about how the world was shutting back down and how
Hmm.
there's so many things that we need to focus on. And today I asked you, how do we get through this? How do we make sure that we get through all of this? And you say, you know what, we got to just keep pushing forward and we just have to say yes. So
Yes.
our song of the day for meditation, which I think is going to be our song, meaning the Own Your Now song. I want everybody, because this is like an exclusive, yo. I have an exclusive for you.
All
I
right.
want everybody in the comment section to just say yes, because that's what this is all about. Our song of the day is called Yes. When it's dark and you're low, take some deep breaths in. No sign of a home. When your friends take a deep breath out. Go. When your back's say yes, everybody. Say yes. Wall, just take a breath. You aren't beaten yet. We're gonna be fighters, y'all. Yes. I need you to put your hand on your heart. Yes. Put your hand on your heart. If you're driving, keep one hand on the wheel. That's a start. Can you feel that beat? 1 foot forward. All right, circles. Look ahead and downward press. Just take. Woo! Yes. You aren't beaten. Are you all breathing with us? You feel that, y'all?
I do.
Fighters. Yes. Let's stretch our hands up to the sky. One arm. Oh, this is just a test. It's just a test. Yes, yes, yes. You are a fighter. Switch it out. We're fighters, y'all. We're fighters. Everybody say yes. Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Yes. Yes. We're saying yes to Monday. We're saying yes to owning your now. We're saying yes. What y'all think about that? Our song, yes, yes.
Yes, Tracy. You know, I like saying yes. So I had to drag it out a little bit. That was beautiful. That definitely set a tone. And you know, when you put your hand on your heart, so
Yes.
many times, we our heart is taken for granted. That it's gonna beat and that it's caring and that it can handle everything. But when you put your hand on your heart, you can really feel how strong it is. And that beat can get you in a rhythm. So I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, and I appreciate everybody saying yes. Yes, we needed this. Eliani says, I needed this yesterday. We need this today. Everybody saying yes to it. Tell us, yo, what is in your cup?
I have coffee with whipped cream and a drizzle of caramel. So no, I'm from California. Do individuals in St. Louis say caramel or caramel?
I don't know. We might have to say caramel. Caramel, caramel. It's all the same. It's a
It
drizzle.
is it's just a drizzle, just a drizzle.
It's a drizzle. Well, you know what? I have black coffee in my cup with a shot of hazelnuts because I am like a hazelnut. If I was to define myself with the color of a coffee, I would be hazelnut. Would you be caramel or caramel? What would you guys be?
I always say I'm milk chocolate with an extra shot of milk.
Oh, okay, so
Because I'm a farmer's daughter, so
like
I have to keep
mocha
that milk in
chocolate.
there.
Mocha. Okay, I'm hazelnut. But hazelnut. Deborah says she's drinking that peach detox tea. So listen,
Oh.
I love some detox. Anything that has some detox in it, but I also love peach. So, are we ready for this world to shut back down? How are you resetting? How are you recharging? Are you ready? What
You
do you
know
need
what?
to do first?
I'm ready because I want to follow directions so that we can get back to the things we desire. Sometimes you have to sit down and miss some things before you appreciate them as much. So I'm ready, and my family's ready. We had a long conversation of what this looks like, and
Yes,
I know this is just the beginning because once our new president elect and new president vice president elect come into office and have the power, they have a plan.
yes.
So this is just the preamble to the plan that's coming. So just get your mind right.
Get your mind right. Look, I'm ready for family. I see my sister Kim is in the house. I'm ready for the holiday. I got my hoodie. If you all order hoodies, the hoodies are coming through. So get ready, put them on, post them, show me what they're looking like, because that's what it's all about. So whatever this world has us going through, definitely we have some tips and we're going to talk about that. Let's jump right into our first guest. Who do we have coming up next? Oh, wait
Well,
a minute. Oh, wait. Do we have any birthday celebrations?
you were so excited. Yes, we do. We have Raymond Guyton, John Samples. It was Don Gibbs' birthday over the weekend. Mr. Ronnie Robinson had a birthday, and Mr. Sam Nichols had a birthday. And today is a wonderful individual's birthday. She is a principal of an elementary school, so you know how much we love our teachers and
Yes,
principals.
we do.
Happy birthday, Suzette Sims. And just Suzette, yeah, it's her birthday. And just in case they're watching, happy birthday to the former band leader of Jay Leno Show, Kevin Eubanks.
I love Kevin.
I do too. And happy birthday to Reverend Ron from Run
Ron
DMC.
DMC. All right, Reverend Ron. Happy
It's
birthday
his birthday,
to you.
and I have to say this one. And girls, I'm gonna, that guy they call Mister Steal Your Grandma.
Oh, the one with the
With the
white
gray beard. It is his birthday. It is his birthday. He is
hair.
celebrating his Scorpio birthday. And also, I want to say happy birthday. Happy anniversary to Will and Ann Montgomery. So we have birthdays from this weekend. We have birthdays today, and we have anniversaries.
That's what's up. So, and anytime you guys have birthday shout outs, please post them and we will definitely shout them out because we can see them as they come up. So now we're ready. I got so excited because I've been away from you and now like it's a whole new week. So
Yes.
We got Scorpio birthdays. We're going to have those rolling. Everybody, happy birthday. And now it's time for our special guest because it's Wellness Monday.
It is. And we are so blessed to have this young lady, Miss Precious Simone. She's energetic, bold, vibrant, and successful and encouraging. She was featured in Kish magazine. Precious Simone is an award winning inner strength coach, certified life purpose coach, author, speaker, mentor, trailblazer, and a woman of God. There she is, Miss Precious Simone. Good morning, lady.
Good morning.
Good
How are you
morning.
today?
I am wonderful. And yourself?
I am wonderful. I'm so glad you joined us today. Now, I'm going to get her started, Tracy, because for some reason you're on a speed dial. Tell us what's in your cup, young lady.
So I have some lemon ginger herbal tea with
Wow.
some honey and a little raw sugar in there.
Okay,
Little
okay.
Rock sugar. Little
That
Rock.
gets your day started.
Get my day started.
Well, let's get this started. So you say that you are a motivational speaker. How do you teach people to embrace their journey?
Ooh, don't ask me that. I get excited.
Let's get excited. I love it. It's Monday.
So I teach people to embrace their journey by going into their past and embracing their past as opposed to disregarding their past. A lot of people don't want to go back and look at what is gotten them to where they are today. So I tell them appreciate the journey and embrace the journey, but release the past. Because when you release the past, it's not necessarily hindering where you're going. It's a part of your journey and where you are going, as opposed to holding you back from where you are going. And so I teach people to embrace it. It happened, accept it. It's a
Yes,
part of who you are. It doesn't have to define you, but it refines you and polishes you up as a person so that you can move forward and empower other individuals to embrace their journeys as well. I
Oh
think
boy.
about when I'm in the car and I'm on my way to destination. Let's say I go to Snooks today. Well, let's say there's construction. Let's say there's an accident. It was still a part of the journey. And so in life, we have things that we might enter into a construction zone. We might enter into some things. Come on, y'all. Don't get me excited
Yes.
today.
Okay.
There might be an accident on your journey in your life, but that doesn't mean it's the end. And so I tell people, embrace the unsavory parts of your journey. It's a part of who you are. It's a part of your making. It's a part of your developing. And it's going to build your brand for you to empower and inspire other individuals to embrace theirs as well. I'm sorry, y'all. This is a distraction. There we go. Embrace
no,
that. There we
you're
go.
fine. Hey, this is the Own Your Now show. So, honey, own your now. If that was distracting you, fix it, and we're gonna get through that construction zone.
Wait a minute. Beverly said,
Come on, baby.
refine yo
Come on.
yes. Melissa says,
Yes.
accept and release is a part of the journey. This is
Woo.
how we evolve. Yolanda, be on fire. It's something about the energy today. Maybe it's her tea. Maybe it's our coffee. Maybe it's all of us collectively coming together. But
It,
yes, sister, that's what it's
it,
Understood.
about.
and I would be remiss. You have been mentored by Les Brown and recently graduated. So tell us about that program a little bit.
Oh,
And
yes.
congratulations.
Thank you. I'm so, so excited. So, years ago, when I started listening to Les Brown on YouTube, I stumbled across some videos on YouTube because I was going through a tough time. And there were some things that he said that kind of helped give me some inner stamina and strength to keep going in my own personal journey. Well, I was in my room one day and I said, I'm going to meet him one day. I'm going to meet him. I decided in my heart that he's a part of my life. He's my father in the spirit. He doesn't know it. And so I looked at COVID. There was somebody had tagged me in a video on Facebook of him doing some life coaching and mentoring and helping speakers develop and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my God, this is for me. So I went on ahead, I signed up for his class, and I had already made a commitment at the top of the year that I was going to pour into Precious. I wasn't going to wait on anybody to come and pour into me and develop me as a person. I was going to take full responsibility for my own life, and so that I
Yes.
won't
Y'all
say,
hear
oh,
this?
it's because of Tracy, I'm not where I need to be, or is it because of Yolanda,
Okay.
I'm not where I need to be. No, Precious is going to take full responsibility for her personal growth. And so I signed up for the class. In 7, I got so much coaching and mentorship in my speaking. And then in the second week, you all, I was able to speak to him out of 200 plus people. I was
Oh,
like,
listen,
ah!
this is called manifestation. When you pray on something and you're totally in and nothing can stop you, because a lot of times I think that what happens is when God is trying to bless you and you know this, because you know that you have one foot in and one foot out. And he's like, what do you want to do? Precious, what do you want to do? You said, I'm all in, God. Bring it to me. Bring it to me. And that's what happened. So talk
Yes.
to us about stepping into faith because that is
Oh,
powerful. This is a powerful testimony.
yes. Come on, y'all. So stepping into faith is exactly what it was. I looked at the dollar amount, I'm going to be honest. And I heard somebody say that if you have an argument between your head and your heart, choose your heart. And I was all up in my head having this argument about, do I want to pay that? I said, but Precious, you made a commitment. What are you going to do? So I went on ahead and followed my heart. And I'm glad I did that because I stepped into it. I felt the nerves and I did it anyway. And guess what? I had an opportunity. God used COVID. I'm sorry. I'm finding the blessing in the season because so many people are speaking against the season when in reality there's a huge blessing against us being shut down. And I love what Yolanda said. Sometimes you're going to have to miss some things. Girl, I wrote that down. I wrote that down right over here. I got a bookmark on that right here. I'm going to stew on that.
That's it.
Sometimes you have to find the blessed in the season. And so I said, okay, God, I made a declaration that I was going to meet this man. And you allowed life to slow down so that I can get one-on-one coaching from him as
Yes.
well as be able to communicate with him online. Come on. So I
Look,
went
look,
into
look,
it.
look.
Everything you want and you pray about is on the other side of you making a commitment in your heart and coming out of your head. So I stepped into it and my life is transformed. My life has
Listen, Naila says, I love her spirit. Leon says, come on now. You
Yes.
are preaching. I know that you're a speaker. I know that you're a motivational speaker. You're also a mentor, but you a preacher girl. And everybody like, say it again, say it again. We need to hear this. This is a time when the world is shutting down. And we need to hear your voice talk about
Yes.
what it means to evolve. Or am I right, Yolanda?
Absolutely right. I will say to Precious, the pandemic created or gave room for, because we were already thinking about it, but gave room for the Own Your Now show. Because Tracy and I were getting ready to travel the world. Boy, we were high fiving. We had this down. And then the world shut down. And we thought, wait a minute. But wait a minute was just a minute for us. And Tracy came up with this idea of having a show. And I just said, girl, I encourage you. I'm there with you. And look at us now. We have Precious Simone
We got
on our
precious.
show.
And this is the thing. You have a lot going on, and a lot of times it's Wellness Monday. We got Stacy coming on. Then, ladies, gentlemen, please share because we're talking about being well, but we're also talking about taking care of yourself. You are also a mentor, which means you're a keeper. I love that. But you also have some other products or services that allow you to step into your faith walk with another sister. I say you're a keeper, but you're a sister.
Yes.
Talk to us about what that means to be a mentor to our young women because you speak as well.
Yes. Oh, I love this. Y'all, I can be on her forever. So don't do this to me. So for me, I think it's always important to give back. So many
Mhm.
people make it and they forget to reach back. So many people have so many things that they have built up in their own life and they have so many tools in their toolbox and they forget to go show young ladies and young men how to use those tools, how to build
Absolutely.
themselves up, how to build their stature in life, how to balance the checkbook, how to budget, how to live life, how to have some life skills and professional development, how to speak and communicate effectively, how to build relationships. And so for me, I didn't grow up having somebody to look up to. I look up to my mom. I always say my mom is a wonderful person that I absolutely adore. But when I say there was nobody coming up to show me the way
Mhm.
Yes.
until I was like later on in high school, I would say middle, late, early high school. And so for me, I feel like it's a mandate to go back. You owe it to the generation to contribute. You owe it to the generation to not be a generational thief, but you need to go and be a blessing to the younger generation. We all have something inside of us to help them. And I come from a single parent household. I didn't have a father growing up. He passed when I was young. So I think about all of those young girls who didn't have that nurturing of a
Mhm.
father, who wasn't there to guide them in this thing called, girlyhood.
Yeah.
You have
Yes.
your mom, but I'm talking about that thing you need from the
Mm-hmm.
father. And so for me, I feel like it's a mandate. It means the world to me. I spend a lot of time on Zoom talking to my young girls at Live for Life Academy because they mean a lot to me. And I think it's important that everything that built you, you go and help build somebody else. I'm
Yes.
not going to be around
Better.
forever, but if I
Yes.
got some tools and some tips and some stuff that has helped me build as a woman, I owe it to them to show them the way. And so for me, it's life or death. It's
It's
it's it's not negotiable. Heaven forbid I don't. You know how Paul said, "Heaven forbid I don't preach the gospel." Heaven forbid I don't
like,
mentor.
okay. Okay.
Yes. 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 And Precious, it's important for people to know because a lot of times we think about, oh, if I give of myself, it's going to take away from myself. You when you give and you teach another person, you get twice back. I promise you, you will come back to you twofold because not only have you taught someone, then they'll come back and nurture you and thank you for what you did, but they're able to go to the next person. So
Yes.
I just ask people if you have some skill, everyone has something that they can share.
Yes.
Share it.
I
Don't
know
worry
you.
about what it's going to feel like when you share it and you're going to feel like you're losing something. I guarantee you today, you
Yeah.
are going to be gaining something.
That's
Yes.
right. That's right.
Yolanda, I think she has some news. You want to ask her the news?
Oh, yes, darling, I love an exclusive. So if you have an exclusive for me, share it with our owners.
Yeah, so owners, I have a few exclusives, but I'll only give you insight to one.
Yeah.
Starting Monday, November the 23rd, I have a special collaboration with my sister friend, Alicia Menzie. We are launching our first online show. It'll be airing at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. It is the Candor Show. And it is a conversation, raw, bold, and courageous conversations where we talk about things that women experience in life that they rarely address: leadership, faith, friendship, everything. We coming for you. So go like our
Okay.
page on the Candor Show. It's on Facebook, the Candor Show.
The Candor Show, Thecandor.
Candor. The
Okay.
The
Candor Show.
Candor
hmm
Show.
And
hmm
And
mark your calendars for 7 o'clock on Monday, Central Standard Time.
and that's
hmm
7 p.m., correct?
7 p.m. Central Standard Time. Yep.
You know,
Awesome.
this is the thing that I love about exclusives, but women, this pandemic right here, it's really slowed us down to center ourselves and figure out what it is that God has for you. And oftentimes we're just going, 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 and we don't realize how important it is for us to be still and be in the moment so that we can reset. We
Yes.
thank you for being a part of today. This is what the Own Your Master is about. It's not about us. It's all about you. It's all about you. And so we love this. We really do. We got Stacy coming up. Y'all better keep sharing. You better keep saying yes. But let's tell us, what is your affirmation word of the day?
My affirmation word for the day is evolve.
Okay.
Whatever
Evolve.
that looks like for you, whatever that means to you, evolve in business, in relationships, in
Mm-hmm.
friendships, in family, wherever you are, personally, professionally, evolve. Whatever it
Oh.
takes. Whatever it takes.
Okay. Oh my goodness. What are you
Whatever.
gonna go to, girl?
Yeah.
You
This
better
was
look.
my newest best-selling book, y'all.
Okay,
Look,
it's
don't
whatever
play
it takes. Whatever
Whatever
it
it takes.
takes to evolve.
whatever it takes to gotta make sure
There we go. Oh, it
you
seems like
tell us.
everyone is frozen. Unfortunately, it does seem like everyone's. Are you back, Tracy?
I'm
I'm
back.
back.
I'm back. I'm not frozen. I can see
Okay,
everybody.
sister. You know what? For just a second, it went off the screen. But let me tell you what. I love that you just came right on back. I love that Precious stayed on in there. And everyone knows this technology thing. It can be a booger
It
sometimes.
can be. It can be. But before we leave, because we want to bring Stacy on, please tell us
Can
about
you
the
hear?
book.
Okay, y'all, it's
Tell us
real in
about the
here.
book.
So this, you got the growth speedometer from extinction, the things in your life that need to die that you need to release. Resisting change, we want to go back to places of familiarity and places of comfort. And then you got adapting. Now you have to embrace this new person that you have become. You're around OQPs, only quality people, people who can help push you, building new routines in your life, and then ultimately coming to a place of evolution. The backwards E is because we're always growing. You're either growing or disintegrating. Okay, you don't die when you go to the grave. You die when you stop living. You die when your dreams die. You die when you don't keep growing and
Yeah,
doing whatever it takes to stay committed to your growth. And so it's all these life altering tips to help you go to the next level in your life.
that's right. That's right. Tell us, how can we find the book?
It's on Amazon.com, you all. It's on their Kindle as well as paperback. So yeah.
Okay,
And if you
Amazon.
want me to meet you to sign, I'll come meet you to sign
I
on
was
my
gonna say
behalf.
I need my copy. We're gonna have to
All
have you
right.
on. Thank you so much for saying yes. This is what it's
Yes.
all about. Thank you. We'll see you soon.
Thank you guys.
Woo, Yolanda, I got to get my copy. I know I'm getting a copy because
All
it's
right.
evolving. We've got to take care of ourselves. This is what it's about. Speaking of taking care of ourselves, this is why it is important for us to have sisters that are in the business of making sure that they are keepers. I want to bring her on because when I think about, I'm Tracy, but being Stacy, that lets you know that she is all about making sure that she defines herself in her work. So let me tell you guys a little bit about Stacy. Dr. Stacy Nakia Peebles. Is it Peebles or Pebbles? I think it is Peebles. And she is an emotional wellness practitioner, founder of Being Stacy, which is a health and wellness enterprise that focuses on the holistic approach to mental and emotional stability with the goal to empower women to embody self-love and self-empowerment on a journey of inner peace. She has over 20 years of experience in assisting clients in developing a plan of action to meet their goals. And when I tell you that this sister is all of that in a bag of chips and a soda on the side, but today we might just be some tea, we're going to find out what's in her cup as we bring her up, Dr. Stacy. Good morning,
Hey,
sister. How are you?
I am wonderful and I am so excited to be here.
I am so excited to have you. We're having a couple of little technical difficulties, but we're going to bring it on. We're going to keep resetting and making sure
Okay.
we evolve full circle. Yolanda will come back in, I'm sure. But talk to us and tell us, sister, what is in your cup?
I am drinking some vanilla. Can you see my cup? Okay. I'm drinking some vanilla black tea. And this is my logo on the cup. I don't know if it's showing real good. The light is shining on it, but it just says being Dr. Stacy.
I see it being Dr. Stacy. And you know, it says a lot about a little vanilla in your cup. We were talking about all the different things that define us. I think Yolanda said she had the double thing of milk, and I had a little hazelnut, and you got a little vanilla in your cup. We are so excited about having you on today. You know, we've been having some technical difficulties, but we roll right through them because that's what we do. I
Absolutely.
talk to you about the stigma of mental health and how right now we're in the midst of a pandemic, so bounce back is real. What made you say yes to being opening up a private practice and serving our women,
Yeah.
focusing on the inner spirit?
Right. Well, definitely the stigma, specifically in the Black community, I feel like we oftentimes suffer in silence. And I think one of the reasons is because we come from a philosophy of what happens in your house stays in your house.
Mm.
You know, you don't tell people your business. And then when you do kind of reach out or you try that, sometimes when you talk to somebody, they're not of the same background, not of the same race, it's really hard to relate to them. It's hard to open up. And so I see that as a need for our community and our women. And one of the things that really strikes me so much when I talk to women is that so often women feel powerless. And it's like they are letting
Mm.
life happen instead of living life. And so that's why I really try to work on the self-love, the self-empowerment. What do you want? And so many times they don't know the answer to that. So I really try
Right.
to work with them around that, with the concept that you deserve to be happy. You
Yeah.
deserve to be
Yes.
loved. People suffer through so much, and they oftentimes think it's okay, and there's not anything that they can do about it. But you have
Hmm.
control of you, and you need to get out there and make it happen.
Well, you know, I was
So
looking
you,
at, go ahead.
oh, I was going to say, that helps people to get healthy boundaries.
Right.
Is that something that you talk about also? So talk a little bit about healthy boundaries.
Yeah, I definitely talk about healthy boundaries, negotiation, and relationships. And again, it really goes back to giving people a belief that they have a right to ask for what they want. So often they don't do
Yes.
that. They just kind of go through these relationships, they go through these jobs, and they feel like they have to take whatever treatment is given. And you do not have to do that. You have a right to do what is best for you and not have to feel guilty about that, not have to feel bad about that, and to walk in that purpose.
You know, you talk about all of the services that you offer. One of those is the Radiant Lady Empowerment Coaching. Self love. I often say that we're not taught self love. The first thing that we hear is tell somebody else I love you. You know, it's just as easy as we can say, I love those earrings. I love you. But who taught you to love yourself? And you mentioned that essence of self love. I was looking at how you travel around the world. You have a blog. In addition to all the services that this sister offers, she exudes what self-love looks like. I noticed that you've traveled all over the world by yourself, solo, and you speak about how that puts you in a space of empowerment. Talk to us about that, because so many ladies tell me I would love to take a trip, but fear blocks them, Stacy.
Right. And on my blog, I only have some of them. I'm still documenting everything. I've been to about 20 countries so far, mostly by myself. And it started really with planning trips with people, and then everybody would drop out, and then you couldn't go. And so I just said, you know what? I'm going. And ever since then, I have been going. I find that I actually prefer it's sometimes because there is a great liberation and being able to do what you want when you want. You don't have to worry about who wants to go eat here and who wants to go do that. And even when I do travel with people, I always tell them up front, I might leave you. I might go out and do something else. And it doesn't mean I'm mad. I'm just doing what I want to do and I'm enjoying myself. So you just have to get out there. You have to do it. My first international trip was to Egypt. And I went right after Obama was elected into office, and they were all so excited. Obama, Obama, and they said, welcome home, cousin. So I had an amazing experience. And from there, I've just been traveling around the world.
So, thinking about how empowering that is, a lot of the things we do together is all about sisterhood. Whenever me and Yolanda talk about the issues that impact us in the community, the struggles that we're going through, even when you said the value of having a culturally relevant therapist, do you only see women? Because I know in my private practice, I only see women and girls, but you speak about empowering women in such a strong way. I just wanted to get that out there. Who do you serve?
Right. I only see adult women, 18 and older, for individual counseling.
Okay. And what services? You offer a variety of different services. Which services do you offer?
Yeah, so I offer my counseling services. I offer my coaching. I also do Reiki, and I'm virtual, so I do that as a distance Reiki service. And Reiki is a Japanese healing technique. And so it's part of the holistic part of emotional wellness. And then I also do a meditation and mindfulness. It's a 4-week training course, 4 sessions. And I go over what is mindfulness, what are some of the myths about mindfulness and meditation, learning how to define or choose an object of intention for your meditation, different types of meditation, emotional, reflective listening, self-talk, those kind of things that all go into mindfulness and kind of give them a blueprint, so to speak, for developing a mindless process for themselves.
And how do they find you?
As we go ahead. I was going to ask, now that we're going into this second shutdown, what would your advice be for people as far as stress management? Because a lot of people experienced a lot of things that first time around, and just the thought of having another shutdown, it just scares them. So what is a word of advice you have for people regarding stress management?
Well, I think one of the first things to do is to go ahead and acknowledge that you are stressed out. Because I think one of the things that we always try to do is we just try to keep going, keep going, keep going. And we
Mm-hmm.
don't want to recognize or say, I'm stressed out. I need some support. I need somebody to talk to. So I think that's the first thing. Just be able to say that out loud and not feel that you're a failure or that something is wrong with you, because we all get stressed out. And then to talk to a counselor, talk to somebody about how you feel. And then, of course, specifically for women, to really concentrate on the self-care, because, women are wives, they're mothers, they're also working, and people are trying to
Yes.
do the virtual learning for their children while they're working at home. And there's so much going on. You have to take some time out of the day to just concentrate on you. And that's where some of the mindfulness, some of the meditation can come in,
Yes.
but really just making sure that you take care of you and you take power in doing that, and don't let somebody tell you you're not supposed to do that, because you have to take care of you first.
It,
Absolutely.
I love that Yolanda asked that question, because we have been literally going through the motions of what next and not knowing what's next. And what I'm finding is so many people are saying to me that their work and home life is blurred. And
Right.
it's like, I don't know when to shut it off. I keep going. I know a lot of times Yolanda will ask me, what time did you send me that email? It was like 3 o'clock in the morning, because
Mhm.
even for myself, even though the work that I do, I love the work that we all do. We love those areas can be blurred. Eliani says, yes, I'm due a session. I realized that yesterday. It's important that we are able to tap in and say, I know that this is the time for me to
Yes.
tap into someone. And so I'm glad that this is a service that you offer. One of the things that I was looking at, and I pulled up some information, why does the work that you do matter to you? It talked about the value of finding purpose in your job, no matter what you do. If you drive a bus, you're providing mobility to people in the community. Whatever you're doing, you should find purpose in that, so that it will allow you to not be as stressed about the fact that you're constantly doing it over and over again. But talk to us about how important it is for us to get people to support us in our personal and professional lives.
Mhm. Well, I think the first thing is you have to learn how to support yourself. So I think when you do that, you know, you teach people how to treat you. And so that's really the first step, I think. Once you are kind of walking in your purpose, that is going to exude from you. People are going to recognize that. They are going to approach you in a way that is supportive, because when they don't, you let them know that no, that is not what it's going to be. And you don't do that, rude or however,
Mm-hmm.
but you learn how to do that diplomatically. And then you stand in that and you let them know, no, this is not it. So it's really about
Yes.
finding that purpose for yourself and letting people know, this is who I am. This is how I'm going to be treated. And you can't force somebody to respect you, as they say, but you can refuse to be disrespected. I'm just not doing
Refuse to be disrespected.
it.
Yes.
A whole word, didn't she, y'all? She said you can refuse to be disrespected.
Yes, ma'am.
We thank you for that. So we did put the information in. If you want to schedule a session with Stacy, it's www.beingdrstacy.com. This is the time that we are starting to shut down, and we need the resources out here. Because it is Wellness Monday, we are also offering services to 3 women today that we're going to offer services free. But we want to make sure that we take care of our teenagers. So Stacy's here to take care of the women. If you have 3 young ladies that you feel like they're going through right now, go to our website, www.ownyournowshow.com, and you can put in yes, and we'll make sure that we handle that for the teen girls.
Yes.
But we want you all to understand this sister is right here from our own community, and she's offering virtual sessions. You can reach her and she will be able to serve you. And look, Melissa Jones says, ooh, Dr. Stacy, I love that statement. She's bringing it to you all, and she's here for you. We always say that you need a mental, physical, spiritual, financial, emotional coach. She's not just a coach. She's a
Yes.
therapist. She's a doctor. She has a holistic approach to everything she offers. And we thank you for saying yes to us today.
Thank you.
Now, one more thing I did want to mention is my book. I am a co-author in this book
Okay.
called The Heart of the Therapist. And this is really part of us trying to dispel the stigma around seeking help from a therapist. And then also just to tell our stories as individuals, who we are as people, what led us to be a therapist. We all go through things. And to learn, there is power in pain. Some of our biggest triumphs come from some of our biggest losses. So we all go through
Yes.
things. We're all human. There's no shame. There's no embarrassment. If you need the support, reach out and talk to somebody. And this book, I'm going to show y'all again, The Heart of a Therapist. We
Yes.
talk about it. So you can get this actually on my website in the shop, beingdrstacy.com.
Love it. Love it.
Thank you for
So,
sharing. Thank you for sharing.
mm-hmm. We got it. So now we got two books we got to get, Yolanda. We got to get Evolve and The Heart of the Therapist, which I totally can relate to The Heart of a Therapist, because there's a reason why we say yes to the things that have purpose in our life. Everybody's going to start dropping their affirmations. I'm seeing Eliani says, yeah, we're going through the emotions right now, and we're not being still to say, okay, now what's our next? And you've given us some tools, and so we're ready to jump into that. Thank you so much. What is your affirmation word? Yolanda, start thinking about yours. Everybody drop their
I
affirmation.
have mine already.
My word is positivity. And I picked that word because, again, you have control of you. You have control of your personal vibe and your aura. So no matter what the situation is, you want to go into it with positivity. So often we say, well, they made me mad. And I've been guilty of that in the past. They didn't make you mad. You let yourself get mad. So you want to bring that positivity into that and take that into everything that you do.
Thank you.
I love
Thank
it.
you for sharing. Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow. Oh my goodness. That's awesome. Yolanda, she said that you have a choice. A lot of times we allow
Mm-hmm.
people to affect our emotions and send us in a whole nother space that we don't deserve to be in.
Yes.
And so we have to realize that
Yes.
we have a choice. People are dropping their affirmation words. Precious said evolve. She said positivity. What is your affirmation word, sister?
RESPECT. Respect.
Ooh. Talk to us about it. Respect. Because you know what? Aretha said it and she might be gone, but it lives on. We really need that for one another.
We do. It's something that we need to take hold of, especially during this time, to have respect for people and to respect people's boundaries. Because you're home, and I know a lot of my female friends, my lady friends, they say I'm home. So everyone just thinks they can grab me to do this, that. Set your boundaries. If you have work to do, you have to set your boundaries with your family and say, hey, I have to be on a Zoom from XYZ to XYZ, and stick to it. They'll be okay. Set your boundaries, earn the respect, make people give you the respect.
Yes, make them give you the respect. I think that my word is going to be energy. Like, protect your energy, because there are
Mm-hmm.
people that come into our space for reasons that we may not know, and they can be spirit snatchers, and they just suck the living life out. And with us going into this holiday season, guard your heart and think about those things and those people that you know that you might not necessarily want to surround yourself with. And we'll probably talk about this a lot more as we get up to the holiday. But realize that your energy is everything, and you've got to protect it. You've got to protect it. We are sorry for some of the technical difficulties that we had, but you know what? Y'all know we push through. We push through. Me and my sister, that's what we do. So if you continue to evolve. Realize that positivity is the key to this journey. But you got to respect each other and respect each other's boundaries. Refuse to allow anyone to keep you down, but understand that there is value when we are helpful to one another. There is healing in our circles when we know who we are and who we belong to. Have faith in knowing that you too can sow seeds in others when we are sharing in this big, powerful place of purpose. There is peacefulness within us when we are able to release all that negativity and able to understand that forgiveness is not just about that person, but forgiveness is about you being able to confirm what it is that's inside of you and have gratitude about the journey that we are on. It is imperative that we guard our hearts, release all negativity, and stay positive because our energy is what we release to everyone else. Remember to stay humble. I don't know if you all realize it, but at the beginning of the show, I spilled coffee all over me, but I still got a little bit left in my cup. So if you guys decide to go outside, please be safe. But if you're going to stay with us, we'll be back here, same time and same space tomorrow on the Own Your Now show. Everybody, stay humble. Bye-bye.
Have a great day.